Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. Welcome back in. I'm so excited to see you again. I hope you had a good weekend. So, today we are actually going to talk about the test results that um, are from the test that you took last time you were in here. Would that be all right with you? Okay, great. Okay, so I had you take something called the Beck Anxiety Inventory, and that is just going to help me get a better picture of what these anxious symptoms feel like for you. So I know you mentioned last time that you just were feeling overly anxious and just having some nervousness throughout the day, and I think you just kind of were wanting to check out if that was normal or if you needed to get some help for that. And so today I hope can be helpful as we talk through what your results say about your anxiety. So, first, I just wanted to explain do you remember that you picked numbers between 0 and 3? Yes, okay, perfect. So, you remember that, yeah, so you got to pick if it was not bothering you at all the way to severely, and it bothered you a lot. So, it looks like you picked mostly in the moderate range, some mild. So what I did is I actually it's very simple to score, which is nice for me and for you to understand how this is scored. But basically, I just added up the columns. So not at all was a 0, mild was 1, moderate was 2, and then severe was 3. So in each column, I just added up. This is how many 1s, this is how many 2s, this is how many 3s. I just added that numerical score up. And so once I had the totals from each column, I added all those together, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay. So I added all of those up, and your total score, would you like to know? Okay. It is a 25. And you're probably like, what does that mean? You know, do I need more intervention or help? I will tell you. So, basically, a score between 0 and 21 is very low anxiety. So, just like the average amount of anxiety that people would have. And like a good amount of anxiety is actually pretty healthy. It helps us, accomplish our daily tasks because we're, anxious about getting an assignment done at work. And so we work harder to get it done. Or you get anxious when you see a car coming too close to you or something. So some of it's good. So because I told you your score was 25, you were in the moderate anxiety range. So this is a range that's more like a lot of people are in this range. So this might be if you get overly anxious before a presentation. So these might be more like situational anxiety situations. And it's not cause for a ton of concern. You're definitely not in the cause for concern category. That is up to 36, a score of 36, and you only had 25. So that's not to say that what you're experiencing isn't legitimate, and we can definitely work in therapy on coping skills to reduce that moderate anxiety. But ultimately, like, yeah, I'm not overly concerned about it, but I think there's definitely going to be things we can work on, maybe situationally, to help decrease that anxiety when it's really bothering you. So how does that all sound? Yeah, well, good. I'm glad it helps clear up some questions. And um, yeah, okay. Do you have any questions? Okay, great. Yeah, it's a fairly simple test, so hopefully you understand, what the score means, and we can talk further about what intervention looks like.